This is the second mermaid top I ever made, and it's the first one I made using silicone seashells. If you want to see how I did it, keep on watching. In the summer of 2017, I used dragon skin silicone for the first time to make this silicone mold out of a scallop seashell. I actually ended up using the entire trial-sized package. Fast forward to early 2019. I've tried making seashell tops before, just out of the real shells. It turned out really nicely for pictures, but unfortunately these are just glued with E6000 glue to neoprene. The glue worked really well for keeping these twine strings on the neoprene, but obviously after a week of salt water in the Bahamas, the glue does not stick to the shell itself. So even though I'm not at risk of my top falling off, the shells could very easily fall off, and that's not good. So I want to make something really similar out of silicone, so I'm not using real scallop shells. So I have made a silicone mold out of the Smooth On Dragon Skin in 10 medium. That was years ago. I haven't actually tried to cast anything in it. I want to use some of these pigments. They are Jacquard Pearl X powder pigments in Micro Pearl and Brilliant Gold. I have never worked with these before. I've never tried to, mix silicone in with any type of color, so we're gonna see how that goes. I've heard some different things about certain specific release sprays. I've heard that Dawn dish soap does really well for that. Basically, you can make a little bit of a lather with the Dawn and make sure that it gets into all the little nooks and crannies. First thing I needed to do to make the inside a little bit better shaped, instead of having this just be flat, I needed something to sit here and push in to make it that C shape. So I just took some foil, smashed it down in here. The biggest problem with that is making sure that this does not stick to the silicone. So when this goes in here, that's gonna have the mold release. When I tried to figure out how much silicone I would need, I just poured water in here and then mashed this in. Let the water drain into this cup. And I'm just taking the part A. It's really messy. And last time I used this, I pretty much used both of these, all of it, all at once. To make that mold, it's just the trial size, which makes it a lot easier to deal with. It's less expensive. Okay. Everybody talks about getting air in here. There's a huge bubble in there. I don't know how well you can see. This will only last about 20 minutes. Yeah, the pot life is 20 minutes in here, and then the cure time is 5 hours. So this should be done today. So here's the pearl. I need to open that up, and it really is just powder. The gold, it's really pretty. Get it into the spoon. Gold. Apparently a little bit goes a long, long way. So I'm just gonna do like that. I'm gonna use my paintbrush with the gold. Just wanna get it where those shadows are. So I've already mixed in this pearl pigment. There are a lot of bubbles. I need a shorter cup, but I'm not smart enough for that, so do that. Probably supposed to use some water. I'm just gonna stick this in here and hope that it works. So I'm trying to press towards the middle, and you can see it coming out too. Ooh. And it's only about 3 o'clock right now. With the 5 hours curing time, it's gonna be like 5 o'clock by the time that this is really ready. But I'm really curious to see how this is looking. So this is what the inside of my mermaid top looks like. I've got 2 black bra padding inserts sewed into the shells to make things more comfortable on the inside, but also have something substantial to sew the straps into. I used a clear thread to make secure stitches going all the way through the bra padding inserts to the outside of the silicone shells, and that clear thread is visible only if you're looking really closely at the outside of the shells.